These are 5 things holding you back from becoming a 5.0 level pickleball player. They're the most common mistakes that I see as a coach for 2 years. So if you can tighten them up, you'll be good to go. The first thing lower level players do is they don't shrink the kitchen. What do I mean by that? When I see them up here, they'll play like this, almost on their heels. You need to be on your toes, leaning forward. By being in this position, it's going to make my opponents be cautious when they dink to me because I'm a threat to speed balls up. If I stand like this, I'm not a threat. My opponent can dink as aggressively as they want to me because they know I'm not going to do anything. On top of that concept, we also want to have the ability to Ernie like that because it further shrinks the kitchen. So your opponents have this entire place to dink, the whole kitchen. However, when you're leaning in and you have the ability to Ernie, the kitchen is now this much smaller. This is a very good concept for you to keep in mind while you're playing. I'm going to shrink the kitchen and get balls out of the air. Ridley here is going to play like I see lower level players play, which is more passive on his heels. I'm leaning in, getting balls out of the air. I'm able to control my opponent this way because I take time from him, and this allows me to speed it up when I have the opportunity. Now my opponent knows that if he puts the ball anywhere in this area, I'm a threat to Ernie, and if he dinks a little bit too high, I'm going to speed it up at him. This gives me massive bonus points as the match progresses. This same concept applies with drops. If I can Ernie this area and my partner can Ernie their area on that side of the court, they can only hit drops from here over. It really shrinks the court. If you're wondering how do you do an Ernie, it's really easy. You always want to lead with this inside foot no matter where you are on the court. So I'm going to be jumping like that. I'm never going to be jumping like that. I'm always leading with this foot and jumping off my outside one, like that. The second mistake holding people back from becoming a 5.0 is not being able to speed up balls that are below the net. So I'm going to show you the form on how if I'm dinking, I'm able to speed up a ball from down here. The trick to doing this is we want to drop and open our paddle face like this because we want the ball to spend as much time as possible on the paddle. So when I go to hit the ball, I am just all wrist. I'm almost at like, I'm left-handed. This is like 7 o'clock for a lefty. So like 5 o'clock for a righty. I'm here and I'm just open paddle face, trying to keep the ball on it as long as possible and all wrist, all just a big scoop. I call it Harry Potter's wand because it almost looks like you're going like that. When the ball comes in really fast to generate momentum, it's coming in just really quick. So as it comes in, the extra movement of going down and bringing it back up, that going down part is so you can generate momentum. If I were to just, there would be no power on the ball. It's like a brute force, like a big jolt of energy. The key to this shot is the grip. This would be a continental grip with my hand going down the center of the paddle like this. We need to be in a slight Eastern grip like this. Now see, the center of my hand is now down this right spine of the paddle. Now I am holding this right-handed, even though I'm a lefty, so you guys are able to see the proper way. But by being in this slight Eastern grip, it's going to allow me to create that scoop. If I'm just in a continental, I can't get my wrist. It's impossible. You have to be in slight Eastern. Being able to attack the ball from below the net single-handedly will make you a better player because now your opponents are dinking to you cautiously. You're in their head like, oh, if I don't hit a perfect dink, he's going to speed it up. This part is crucial. The third thing that's holding you back from leveling up your game, cross-court dinking, you need to be able to recognize when you're losing that pattern and how/when to get out of it. This means as soon as I get pulled wide instead of me going back cross court, I need to put the ball to the middle. So we're in a cross court battle. Here we are. Nice. He pulled me wide. I put that ball to the middle to reset. Oh, back to the middle to reset. See, now I can create offense. Okay, I'm thinking. Pulled me wide. I go middle. I'm not going to, you can hit it wider. I'm not going to try to pull that all the way across. Sure, I hit that, but that's a super low percentage shot. Get out of the pattern, then get back in it. That one tip has improved my game so much. As soon as they have the upper hand, I get out of it. I don't want to risk anything. It's a team game. Me trying to endlessly go back and forth cross court is called ego dinking. I'm trying to prove to him that I'm better. No point. I'm here to win. The fourth thing holding you back is the fourth ball, coincidentally. What is the fourth ball? Your opponent is hitting a third shot drop. You're at the kitchen. How do you handle their third shot drop? That's what the fourth ball is. The higher level players are really aggressive with this ball, keeping the opponents back, while the lower level players aren't too aggressive, and they just will hit the ball back over and give their opponents a golden ticket to run up to the kitchen. That is the last thing you want to do. When that ball's coming to me, I want to be aggressive, taking everything out of the air, using our wrist like we learned earlier in the video. However, if the ball is coming in super hot or aggressive, I don't want to ever hit this shot. I want to back up, create space, whether it's like this, whether I'm backing up off the line a little bit, and drive it. I want to keep them back. Back up, create space, back up, create space, create space, create space, out of the air, don't need to back up, out of the air, out of the air, out of the air, out of the air. This is the most common mistake that I see on lower level players with this shot. Good, exactly. See how my feet were like concrete? The ball comes in, I take it from back here and just give a free shot to my opponent, and it just lets him come up to the kitchen. You do not want to do that. Got to be on our toes. Ball comes in, bam, I'm back here creating space, and I can drive it. Obviously, there are going to be some exceptions. If somebody hits a very aggressive drop to you, or just a good drop in general that you can't hit back hard, it's okay to concede and give them the kitchen, but you want to do that by hitting the ball soft to the middle of the court. That way, nobody can become running in and just murder it. He hits a good drop, good for him, soft to the middle of the court, and now we're just into dinking. They skip that transition phase. The fifth thing holding you back from leveling up is your off-ball movement. I'm looking at my partner's dinks. If they're high to our opponent, I'm gonna take a step back so I can anticipate him speeding up at me. If he doesn't speed up, I can always recover. All right, let's put it in action. Okay, all right, it's high, I'm back here. He didn't attack it, I'm here. Nope, it's good, I'm gonna stay on that line. It's low, I'm staying on this line. Might be high, yep, good. Okay, it's low, I'm staying on that line. Might be high, yep. I'm able to reset, I'm still in the point. Here we go. Might be high, nope, good. Nope, low, good, nice dinks. High, good, I'm back. Good, I stay on that line until he dinks it high, then I back up. Good. Good. By you reading and anticipating your partner's shot, if they hit a bad dink, your opponent can't do anything to you because you're in a farther position to either reset it or counterattack it. If you're standing on this line and your partner hits a high dink, you're gonna get crushed. That extra step or 2 feet back gives you a massive advantage with defense. My dream is to become a professional pickleball player and share my wisdom that I learned throughout the journey on this channel. Please subscribe and press the like button so more people can see my teaching.